In the neon glow, under solid skies, Bambi and Harlow, the spirit never dies. Dancing through the night, with laughter in the air, two souls intertwine, like a spark in the flare. Welcome to the show, where dreams come alive, with Bambi and Harlow, we're taking a dive. Together we'll shine, like the moon and the stars. In this vibrant life, we'll forget our scars. Bambi's laughter, a sweet melody. Harlow's charm, like a symphony. They're the rhythm and beat of a love so true. In this vivid dream, it's just me and you. Welcome to the show, where dreams come alive, with Bambi and Harlow, we're taking the dive. Together we'll shine, like the moon and the stars. In this vibrant life, we'll forget our scars. Spin us around, we'll light up the night. With every heartbeat, our future feels bright. Bambi and Harlow, a duo so fine. Join us, dear friends, let your hearts intertwine. Welcome to the show, we're ready to fly. With Bambi and Harlow, reach up to the sky. Together we'll shine, let the world see our glow. In this beautiful moment, let's steal the show.
Welcome, everybody, to the second episode of Hot Talk with Harlow presents Gossip Brew, and our special guest today is the Chip Lowe, the one and only. We are so excited to have you. Thank you for coming.
Man, listen,
Thank
it's an
you,
honor.
sis.
It's an honor.
Thank you
It's an
so
honor.
much.
No, I'm
Thank
honored.
you.
No, the honor's all
Yes,
mine.
we are so
You got
honored
me
to have
confused up
you.
here.
If you guys don't know about Chip Lowe, you guys really got to get on it. You got to get on it.
You don't know, you're about to find out. And let me give a shout out to Hustle Man. Shout out to the Locked In. Are you Locked In crew? What's up, fam? What's up, everybody?
Yes. Shout out to chat. And thank you, everybody, for coming in. Thank you for everyone that's coming in. And let's get right down to it.
Do this.
Bombs away.
All right. We have a video here that Bambi made about Chip's life, the first chapter of his book.
Well, before we get into that,
Yeah.
I was gonna we could, well, who the hell's Chip? Who the hell's this guy? Why are we gonna play a video of this guy? Who's this fool? So,
yeah, Chip, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, tell us about who are you? What do you do? What do you stand about? Who are you? First off, I do know you're an author. You are an author, so please go ahead. Tell us who are you?
Let's see. I'm just like everybody in the chat, man. I'm just an individual who, due to trials and tribulations and different circumstances through life, it put me in position to want to give back and help as many people as I could possibly help. I told myself, if I ever make it, you ever had that dream like, yo, if I ever get rich or if I ever hit the lotto, I'm gonna make sure everybody eats.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't hit the lotto, but I made some pretty decent moves, and it put me in a position where I can give back, especially on a knowledge aspect. So, for those who don't know me, not to be modest or seem like I'm bragging or anything like, you can Google me. You can just Google Chip Lowe. You could Google the Low Lives. You could Google Ralphie Kids. You can Google Universal Love and Loyalty. Those are different companies and brands that I particularly own, along with a lot of my partners. Sometimes if you see me on the panel and it's like 6, 7, 8 of us, all of us pretty much grew up with each other. We grew up on the same block in New York. We had similar style. Yeah, definitely from New York. My parents, my mother, God bless her soul, she was from England. She was born in England, but my grandma was from Jamaica. Now my father's from Puerto Rico, so I was all mixed and blended. I do speak Spanish fluently. I do speak patois fluently. Yeah, again, anybody that know Hispanic or Caribbean parents, they were very strict. You come from a humble, respectful upbringing, and I just do my best to share those morals and laws that I've learned throughout time.
That is amazing.
I have the privilege of turning this man's book, his story. So I've been able to kind of learn about his upbringing and who he is through. I'm turning his book into animated series every week that he plays on his show, the story of his life. So I get to learn who this man is, and I'm telling you, like, as I do each chapter and I'm putting together each scene, it's like some of it I just like, wow, just the characters, your grandmother, the accents. It's like it's a really good story. It's a really good story, and I'm honored that I get to make your vision come to life, I guess, for lack of better words.
No,
so I do have the first chapter.
So my book per se, that's volume 1. It's volume 1 out of a trilogy. It's gonna be 3 volumes. I'm currently writing volume 2 as we speak. The title kind of tells it all. Surviving the city inside the city is basically just what it is. It's every city has a city inside of it. So,
Right.
in New York, you got Brooklyn, and inside of Brooklyn, you got Crown Heights, Bed-Stuy, Brownsville, so on and so forth. So I just basically show how to navigate through all of those different parts and moving sections. I did do. I hate to say this, but I did do time on Rikers Island. I did do Fed time when I was young. So it's not to gloat violence or gloat, drug dealing or anything of that nature. It's really just to show the youths that you don't have to take that path. You can take an alternative path and still end up good and still put your family in position to win.
Right.
Growing up, I didn't. All my role models was the local hustlers. When I started seeing those hustlers change their mindset and start working and getting jobs and doing things productive for the community, hence me now, I teach that to my kids and grandkids.
Right.
How old were you when you went to Rikers Island?
15. I was one of the first adolescents that they didn't
story
because of the nature of my crime. They changed the laws in New York to, if you're a minor per se, you can go to Rikers Island versus going to Spofford. They charge you as an adult per se. And yeah, and again, in the book, I speak on like how to it's really my life, man. It's really how I felt entering the courtroom for the first time.
My gosh, you were just a baby. You were so young.
You're gonna hear about it in this first part, in this first chapter. You're gonna hear about it. You're gonna see the court. You're gonna. I mean, you want me to play it?
Well, yeah, sure. And then I'll give. Yeah, I'll let everybody know like kind of what they heard, per se.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll play it and we'll let him talk about it.
What they're.
Yeah, because I definitely.
Any part you want me to pause it? If you have something you want to say, just tell me to pause it, and I'll pause it, and you can add commentary, whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
Right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Surviving the city inside the city. Dedication to all my fallen soldiers. To my loving mother, Daphne Bernard Edidi. My pops, David Hernandez, perfecto. My grandmother, Veda Smith. My uncle, Desmond. My uncle, Howie. All my neighbors and family members. Crown Heights in Brownsville. Long Island, Baltimore, Atlanta, Iman Abdul Sharik.
Pause it right there for a second.
September 16th, 1991. I remember walking down the long halls of the courtroom.
Bambi, pause
There were
it.
2 inmates mopping the floor, and from the...
Okay, so that last name that you heard, Iman Abdul, that is the individual who helped me learn what the law is and what they can and can't do per se.
Mhm.
He taught me the ins and outs of the law library and how to break my case down. So I had to give him a shout out in the book because if it wasn't for him, I probably would be. You'll hear the time that I was facing. It was real crazy, but he showed me how to break the charges down, and I will break down certain particular charges per se.
Okay.
As y'all hear them.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Want me to continue?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
cells, I could hear screaming, yelling, and commotion. Some people were rapping. From the corner of my eye, I saw females in the nearby cell, screaming out to me. All I could do was stay focused and beware of my surroundings. My co-defendant was with me as we walked into the courtroom. I saw my mother, uncle, aunt, and older cousin. The bailiff escorted us to the front next to our attorneys. We were told to sit down and stay faced forward. We continued to turn around and glance backwards at our loved ones. All rise, the Honorable Judge Blumenberg presiding. Everyone stood up, and the bailiff then said, "You may be seated." The district attorney started reading our charges and the maximum time each charge was worth. All I could remember was hearing 12.5 to 25 for the count, 8 1/3 to 25 for another count. There were so many counts and maximums being recited that I blacked out for a moment. Finally, the judge said my name and asked, "So how do you plead?" Still in shock, I didn't know what to do. I was only 15 years old and nothing in my upbringing had prepared me for this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In case you're wondering why I aged you so much in this scene right here, because basically what I'm hearing is you're a 15-year-old kid and you're basically told, guess what, pal? You're going to be doing life. Welcome to life. And I figured this image right here just portrays a 15-year-old kid just aged 100 years based on that sentence. You get the kind of get what I was going with that, if that makes sense.
I got it as soon as I saw it.
Because a lot of people will be like, if this is a kid, why is he old? It makes sense if you think about the story that's being told.
Right. From a Southern standpoint, like they said, the day that my husband died, I'll never get older than the day that I buried him. So you'll never get older than the day that happened. Right.
Because I mean, in reality, if Chip had to do all that time, that's what he'd look like by the time he got out at 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's him. His life's over. Done.
Yeah.
15 years old, your life is over.
Right.
This is you. This is your future right here. And that was kind of the point of me, like, of doing that. So, okay, we'll continue. Because I know some people, like, you know, might be confused. Like, why does this motherfucker look like he's 60? I'm like, because his life is over. That's why.
Right. No, I got it. I knew exactly what it was.
I turned around, looking at my mother, tears pouring down her eyes. My uncle and older cousin nodded like, "Hold your head. You got this. We're here for you." I turned to my attorney and she said, "So what do you want to do?" I wanted to cry because the person supposed to be advising me, defending me, putting my best interest first, was showing no faith in me and wasn't willing to
those
drag
attorneys don't
this
care,
case
Steve.
out
They
any
don't
longer.
care. They don't care.
That comment stuck with me. The judge repeated my name and asked, "How do you plead?" I glanced backwards one more time and focused on my cousin's lips as he whispered, "Not guilty." After clearing the frog out of my throat, I looked the judge straight in his eyes and said, "Not guilty, Your Honor." The district attorney then started reading off the charges and maximum time for my co-defendant. Attempted murder on Officer Grant, 12.5 to 25. Attempted murder on Officer Winslow, 12.5 to 25. Illegal use of a firearm in the first degree, 8 1/3 to 25. For some reason, I was able to tune in clearly on my co-defendant's charges and maximum time he was facing. Although we were facing the exact same offenses and penalties, I could hear the district attorney more clearly. Finally, my co-defendant entered his plea of not guilty as well. Our attorneys then asked if they could approach the bench with the DA. They were only up there for approximately 3 minutes. But to me, it felt like 3 hours. Many thoughts stormed through my mind. I looked at my co-defendant, and he looked anxious, giving me a look of solidarity. He gave me that look like no matter what, we were going to hold each other down and represent for the block and our families the best way we knew how. Although I had the jitters, that look gave me adrenaline. Peeping back at my mom further increased my sense of urgency. It was like I was a robot, and my savage switch had just been activated. As the attorneys and DA returned to their respectful positions, the DA then said, "We request the defendants be held without bail." Our attorneys said nothing. They just looked at us. I could feel goosebumps going up my arms. My ears started to ring. I briefly closed my eyes.
All right. Now let me explain this to y'all so that I didn't just go out there. You can pause it. I didn't just go out there and get into a shootout with the police or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can sum this case up real quick. Basically,
it's a pretty powerful story. Pretty powerful story, nonetheless. I mean, that's pretty powerful.
I'm gonna be straightforward with everybody. Those who know. In the area that I grew up in New York, right? In Brooklyn, per se, there's only 2 what we call weight spots, meaning to get a boatload of allegedly drugs or whatever you're looking for in a boatload. In Brooklyn, only 2. One is Lincoln and Troy, which is where I live. The other is in Bushwick or on Star and Knickerbocker. Now, as you'll see, my father, Perfecto, ran Star and Knickerbocker. So I was able to allegedly do my thing in a pretty decent fashion. But I was with, 2 predominantly weight spots holding me down, if that makes sense. Needless to say, when you growing up in that time,
right?
Even though you could be a stand-up individual, if a person think that you have more money than you actually have, they will do whatever they have to possibly do to get it. It's called getting a come up.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What?
They're gonna find every way to try to relieve you of that money. Yeah.
They really couldn't get to me because I really ran around a lot of wolves per se. And I always kept protection around me. Always.
Right.
What they did was they robbed my sisters, made them strip butt naked in my hallway.
Oh my God.
And tried to get them to lead them to where my safe and stuff was at. So
what a bitch ass move.
Of course, we found out we found out what occurred. Blah blah blah. I knew who it was, and long story short, I went and got him. Allegedly.
Yeah.
And what they did was they went and told, like, hey, we know that person Chip robbed us for $250,000 and took 4 keys of dope from us, allegedly. Told the police. So the feds and everybody came out and chased a 15-year-old. Me, I was 15. So that's what those charges and stuff like that came from me fleeing when the feds and the police were chasing me. I ran through a roadblock, and that's where the attempt mergers charges came on those officers.
Damn.
Again, and this is for any child that's listening. You can get yourself caught up into circumstances that can cost you your life, right?
Right.
But at the same time, if you're out there and you're legitimately doing something, thinking that, hey, this is, I'm the one keeping the lights on, I'm the one helping my mother out, I'm the one making sure me and my sisters able to, go to school, be fly, blah, 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 right? You never know who is watching what you're doing. So at any given point in time, you could become fooled. Per se, that's just the way I said. So again, I get money now, but now I ain't got to look over my back getting the money that I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
And this is for the youth. If you out there, I never graduated with my class. I was locked up. I never got a prom. I was locked up. So again, most of the things that kids got to enjoy, I didn't get a chance to enjoy that. But here, now this is where the adult side of me take in. I got children, I got grandkids. So every time one of them graduate, they graduating for us. Every time one of them go to the prom, they're going to the prom for me. Like,
right.
And y'all gonna see pretty soon. I'm about to have an adult prom. We're putting it together now. We are.
Oh, that is amazing.
For all the individuals who didn't get a prom, you're more than welcome. We're gonna the limos, the sky's the limit. We're gonna do it huge because at the end of the day, that is a part of life that you should be able to experience. And we're gonna do it now. So again, I'm not saying this stuff to be the toughest of the toughest guys. I'm not in that element no more. I'm not in the streets anymore, right? There was a point in time where, let me say this the respectful way. There was a point in time where I didn't tolerate a lot of foolishness.
Right.
Now now I kind of, will let some things slide per se. I mean, I'm not gonna let you play with my manhood or nothing like that. But
I hope not.
You kind of live to fight another day. And again, in the book, y'all gonna see like a lot of people in the book that y'all gonna hear mentioned are what people call they consider them superstars. I mean, celebrities. One of my sparring partners, shout out to Zab Judah. That's my childhood brother.
Sorry to interrupt you real quick. Can one of the mods please drop Chip's channel? And if you want to hear more of Chip's book, sub up to his channel. Go over there and check out the episodes. He does drop new episodes of his book on his live. If you want to buy a copy, go check it out. If you want some merch, go over to Chips. Troc, will you drop that link, please? I greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
And I got a question, Chip. This prom. Okay, we're gonna be having chaperones because Hustle Man and Stash. You can't be letting those motherfuckers be out unattended. You gotta be having some can't be having them unattended.
Like I said, and this is for everybody's invited. Whoever can make it, so on and so forth. I would like to be able to do it statewide. So, like all of the states that I do food drives in, I would like for those states
Mm-hmm.
to the team leaders in those states, I should say, put together an adult prom for the in the name of the team per se. We're gonna pull one off. Lately, what we've been doing is an all-white boat ride. We do that in New York every single year.
What?
That's coming. That's
Oh,
coming up.
wow.
Wait, hold on now. Hold on, pause. Hold on now. Talking about all white. No. Wait, this ain't some Diddy shit. I'm not. I hear all white party and I start thinking Diddy. And I'm like, I don't know about all that. Talk about all white.
All white is just
your attire.
Cleanliness. Your attire.
Just saying, thanks to Diddy, I get a little nervous.
You're
People
right.
invite me all white.
They ain't passing out bottles
nervous.
of Diddy oil at the door.
No, I'm just
this ain't a
saying.
freak off.
It's freaking Diddy's asphalt,
No.
I hear all white. Now I get all nervous. I'm like, oh, party all white. Holy
Buddy,
shit.
stop. What you doing?
Thanks to him. I get all nervous now.
Come here. You want to say what's up?
Hello.
I want to shout out to the chat. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to Locked In crew. What up, everybody? We got the amazing Chip on here telling us his story.
Hey, but I'm up here with my grandson.
How precious.
Aw.
Yeah.
What's
now,
up?
Again, everything y'all see me doing, when I reach out to y'all, those that y'all know, if I'm in your inbox, it's for them.
Yep.
It's to make sure that my grandsons and it's to make sure that they and it's for our legacy. I want whenever somebody hashtag "Are you locked in?" that every single one of us is monetized. That every single one of us can show YouTube checks. Because if you're not getting paid, then it's almost like you wasting your time up here. Like, get you some money. The money is there. Let's make some. And for all of individuals that say, "Oh, well, I just do social media for fun." I hear you.
But I do it for fun. I do this for fun.
Yeah,
It's my hobby.
I hear you. It would be more fun when I got some papers along with it, though.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, making those dollars, that's hella fun. And in fact, anybody want to cash app or donate, by all means, the links in the in the text. So by all means,
absolutely,
all free.
My thing is, YouTube says if you put out quality content, we will pay you. Hey, so I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna put out the quality content. Pay me. So now let me just teach a lot of the team to get to the. I keep seeing a lot of people. Oh, I want to get 1,000 watch time out. I want to get 1,000 subs, and I want to get 4,000 watch time out. Right? Then what? My question: those people, when you get your 1,000 subs and you get your 4,000 watch time hours, then what? What's next?
I'm gonna keep producing the Harlow Blonde show and working on your book. That's what I'm gonna keep doing. Boom. I'm gonna keep doing my shit. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know about everybody else.
I'm saying that because a lot of people burn themselves out trying to get monetized.
Oh yeah.
That by the time they get monetized, in order for them to get paid off of their monetization, they out of content. They ready to quit. Coach, salute.
Well, like I go through bouts of boredom where I get bored. Sometimes it feels like a jail cell. Sometimes it gets bored. Like I go through bouts of boredom. Like I was telling Harley the other day, it's like, shit, I'm getting bored again.
I get burned out sometimes because of the trolling that I have to go through, but
it's hard work being entertaining, and when you do it every day, it's hard work.
Let me help everybody with trolls, right? And this is coming from. I consider myself a troll hunter, right?
Yeah.
Trolls means that they're in your chat, giving you watch time hours, right? So think about it. This is a show, right?
And it's free advertisement.
You cannot see what's going on in your chat if you don't pay attention to the chat. Talk to whoever your guest is. Talk to your panel. Whatever going on in the chat, that's what that's what you got mods for. Mods are block. Let them deal with it. So your focus is to entertain what's in front of you. Don't if you pay attention to the chat, it's gonna throw you off. Because somebody gonna say something, now you off topic. Now your content is disturbed. So I just focus on whoever's on the panel. If somebody on the panel with me, I focus on them. A lot of times, I turn my chat off.
Like I ain't even looking at you bitches typing. I ain't even looking.
That's why. Listen,
look all you in
I'm
chat.
This is just me. This is why I have so many mods. If somebody wants to sure enough conversate with me after the live. Why? And can anybody guess why? I want to have these conversations not during the live, after the live. The algorithm pushes your video further the more engagement you have after your videos.
Now, are you for blocking the trolls, or do you just let them go?
I'm not gonna block a troll unless they say a particular word that's not gonna get that episode monetized.
Okay.
Well, see, like with me, I read the chat.
Hey, Chip, you ugly, you this, you that. Listen, go, type away. Do me a favor, slap the love button while you're. I don't care. Listen.
See, I'm on the same page as you. Well, but see, everybody wants me to block them. I don't want to block them.
Well, see, I read the temperature. I read the temperature of the chat room, and 9 out of 10 times, your chatters, your loyal chatters, they don't want to read that bullshit. They don't want to read that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like your chatters don't want to read it, so why even tolerate it?
Your loyal chatters, right?
What's up, Larry?
They have an option. If they have a wrench, they could kindly remove it, or they could block that person from them so that they don't see what that person is saying. Go. Unless a person in the chat says something that's gonna get my channel struck, I'm not timing them out. You can talk as much trash you want. If you curse or you talk, you doing a whole bunch of homophobic activity in the chat, or you talking
racist
stuff, those type of things will get me hit. Yeah. I will kind of sit you on timeout, remove you to show the algorithm that that's not something we tolerate. Other than that, then have at it. But
you're like, I'm at it.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely
what you gonna do? Get mad and slap your screen? Man, listen, in real life, this is real life, right? If you don't like a channel, if you turn on your cable, right, and it's on a channel that you don't like, what do? You take the remote and just turn it. Yeah. YouTube.
They're watching because they like us. They're watching because they like us. They're leaving hate comments because they're trying to get our attention. It's not because they don't like us. It's because they can't be us and they're jealous and they're trying to get our attention.
Yeah, like I said, like Daily Keenan says something. Yes, Chip is correct. However, if they are saying reckless things or being homophobic, racist, or threatening, yes, don't allow that to be stained in your comment section. But other than that, if they just say, "Man, listen, Chip, you up there, you got them big lips," absolutely. Boy, Chip, you look like a. Go have at it. You know why? The minute I respond to them in the chat, they won. Exactly. The minute that I say XYZ and I confront them, they won. Because now I'm not handling my topic anymore. So again, think of yourself as a walking, talking supermarket. If every time somebody came in there and said, you know what, man, I can't believe you sell pork. I mean, what the? I'm gonna sell what the hell? I'm gonna, like, think about it. They in your store, man. I can't believe you sell pork.
Okay.
You should. This is your YouTube channel, your social media channels are your brand. Now, the same approach I take on YouTube, I take on Twitter, I take on any other social media platform. I use those platforms. When I hear people say, well, I don't have an Instagram, then you're not a business. You better have different outlets as advertising your business.
Right.
How you gonna be a business and not have commercials? You're not gonna last. You need commercials. Before I get on anybody's show, before I go live, I share the show personally on my other platforms. Why? Maybe, just maybe, somebody said, "Oh shoot, Dad, Chip is on. I'm gonna go check it out." It's a commercial. How many times you've been riding down the street and seeing them big yellow arches? When the kids see the arches, now
they get excited.
Pull over. I'm hungry. That's advertising. We are our own advertising agencies. The more time that your commercial plays, the more time your intro plays, you are branding yourself. Guess what? Social media, YouTube, Instagram, they're going to attach ads onto those individuals who are entertaining. Now, if you spend an hour of your life arguing with a troll, you're not entertaining.
Nope.
I can't put an ad on that. And I know this. So again, I'm not gonna let somebody who ain't getting paid stop me from getting paid. You sitting there on your computer burning up your gas. In order to have the internet, 99.9% of people are paying a bill. At least make the money from social media to pay your cable bill. At least do that. Let me give y'all some fun facts. Y'all ready? Let's have some fun real quick, right? Anybody in the chat, if you do not have a child, please put a 1 in the chat. If you don't have any kids, but you do work. If you don't have no kids and you do work, put a 1 in the chat. Please. I'm gonna show y'all something. This is gonna be so mind-blowing. Anybody, whoever, if you're in the chat and you don't have kids, or if you have kids and they're grown, put a 1 in the chat.
If you have kids and they're grown, you said put a 1 in the chat. If you have kids and they're grown,
put a 1 in the chat. Or if you don't have any kids, put a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna teach y'all something, because here is by far the one thing that I know 99.9% of content creators do not look at. If you don't have a child, or if you have kids that's too old and you're working, you're getting killed in taxes. You need social media or some form of a business to write your taxes off, to stop showing all your income. YouTube is a 100% tax write-off. Write it down. YouTube is 100% tax write-off. That means whatever you're spending for your gas, electric, write it off. If you do not know how to do taxes, hit me on the
internet.
inbox, please.
Yep.
I did not know that. So you can write it off. You can write off the internet.
If you use
it's a
if you use chat
business.
software,
If you're using
animations,
you need listen. Your internet is a tax write-off the minute you say that it's educational. You're using it for educational purposes. It's 100% tax write-off. Your cell phone bill is 100% tax write-off. You just need a business. So those individuals, if you go and your business name is beautiful. Can you chill, please? I'll be with you in 2 seconds. I promise. Listen, if your name is lick 'em lips, whatever your name is, right?
Yeah.
Make sure whatever name you create on social media, you can make it an LLC. Absolutely. Who Belvedere? Belvedere Mike? You said it. You need
that sounds like a porn company.
Listen,
licking lips.
LLC, incorporation, or sole proprietor, whatever it is, you need to show. If you're not making money on social media, guess what? You can show loss in business for 5 years. You can show loss in business for 5 years. So for 5 years you've been on YouTube, you ain't make no money. Write it all off. Get it back at tax time.
What the fuck, Primo? Why didn't you tell me this shit sooner? Why didn't you tell me this shit like years
right?
ago, Primo?
Like I'm over here writing stuff down as fast as he talks because I'm like, I need to know all this. I need to know all of it.
The clothes that you buy, the makeup that you ladies are wearing, all of those are tax write-offs. You need to look good for your show. That is a tax write-off. The food, especially them content creators that's covering food, that's a write-off.
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Trisha's closet. Your closet is a write-off.
Damn, Trisha, you better shit. Where have you been all my life, Chip? Where have you been all my life?
I know. Right?
Now he said, no, watch this. He said, Chip, I have a monetized YouTube and I paid taxes on my YouTube earnings. That is, you should. Now, here's the reason why you're paying taxes on your YouTube earnings. You're not showing enough loss. Right. You're not showing enough loss. Think of your YouTube channel as a nonprofit. You volunteering this information. I'm doing this for free.
That's true. I'm doing this shit for free.
I don't want to make no money on social media. I just want the write-off ability. Our president, and those who love him, whatever the case may be, right? He paid $750 in taxes.
What? Excuse me?
Let me say it again. As much money as he made in taxes, he paid $750.
Because he's smart.
He paid less than me. He paid less than me in taxes then.
Because he wrote everything off he could write off. He knew all this.
Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch right there? Ain't that a bitch?
Hallelujah. Listen, you got to learn the money game, man. It's free. It's fun. When you understand the money game, it becomes fun.
Exactly.
Who the president is?
Here's the thing, Chip. I had a man for that. I had a man that did all that for me. I had a man. Now I don't. So now it's like I gotta find another man that's like a finance guy that can knows about this shit.
You got a YouTube.
I got YouTube. I got you. I got Primo.
You got millions.
I do. You're right.
In our sector, on our team, elevated mindset is phenomenal. Y'all ever really sat out and heard him talk about finances?
I've
heard him talk about stuff, but not finances.
He is a very smart guy.
Yes, he is amazing.
I like elevated.
Pull him to the side.
I will. I'm gonna have to go talk to him.
on business, right? It's a person that y'all just seen in the chat. Hustle man, right? Hustle.
Right.
Listen, let me make
Hustle's
sure
the
y'all
goat.
understand it. Anytime you have an individual, right, that got multiple channels and it's between 10 and 20,000 on each channel as far as subscribers, why would I not want to take advice from that?
Right? Why not? Why wouldn't you? Yeah, exactly.
See, that's where I want to go. I want to be one of those content creators that are extremely, that has a big following, that still puts out content, that, I want to go somewhere with this.
Primo, why were you not telling me this shit a year ago? What the fuck, man? You were like sleeping. Why did you tell me?
Should when I file claim it as loss, can you claim the taxes as a loss, or do you claim the expenses for the YouTube channel? You claim the expenses for the YouTube channel, but here, let me show you where your losses is at, right? Your losses is, see, I don't know exactly what you do on your particular page, but if you have merchandise connected to your page, if y'all notice, I give away these shirts. I don't try to make up some type of game or challenge and give away your merch. That's a write-off. I'm trying. Listen, if y'all think that, well, I am a nice guy and I do legitimately want to see everybody win, but I, long time ago, a wise person told me, like, listen, if you really want to be successful, you gotta help people get to where you're at. So this is what I do. All I do is share the information. Those that follow the play, those that follow the information, their channels have been growing. Any individual that talked to me behind the scenes, I guarantee you, from the time we had a conversation to today, I know for a fact that you gained over 400 subscribers. Guaranteed.
Oh, but I thought my subs and shit was fake. I thought I was a big old faker. I didn't have no friends, big old loser up in this bitch. See, I thought.
Let me tell y'all this. Right. Let me tell y'all this also, right? Do not count a subscriber as a subscriber until you personally help them gain 3 subscribers. So I'm gonna just call our names. Caden, right? I would not consider Caden a sub until Caden came to my chat and 3 other people came and said, "Hey, we came here because of Caden."
Yeah, when I go connect and network out, I always say I connected through Chip, I connected through this person, I always make sure to tell them who I connected from.
It's not to give the content creator props or anything like that. The more you so people see the sub count and they start thinking, oh my god, that person is on fire, that person is this. Why are they gaining so many subs that quickly? You have to look at what a person does behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, I leave 10 comments per comment that is left for me. So if Bambi comments, I go in her live or in her show or wherever, I find 10 people and I comment. Hey, connected to Bambi. Hey, connected to Bambi. Good to see you. Connected to Bambi. 10 people.
Nice. I like that.
Now, it don't stop there. Now, one of those 10 come back and I always look at, hey, thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. Guess what I do? I go right back to that person's channel and find me 10 new people.
Nice. I like that.
So it's not a secret that the numbers is growing. If you talk to 10 people, you're good enough to get one person.
It's about networking. It's about getting out there and talking to people. That's what it's about.
You're good enough to get you at least one. But if you do it for a period of time, you're going to start talking to 10 and you're going to start getting at least 3.
Mm-hmm.
So now every time you grab a sub, you're getting 4 subs instead of getting 1 sub. So you're multiplying versus adding. That's why my numbers is growing as fast as they're growing. That's why Hustle Man numbers grow as fast as they grow. That's why Crystal's World numbers grew as fast as they grew.
Yes. Yes, it's awesome.
If y'all know, listen, besides myself, every time you go in a chat, the names that I'm saying, chances are you see one of those individuals in that chat.
Yep. I do.
Yep.
That's how I've met so many great people, is just networking through this person, that person, this person, that person, just keep going.
Share every time somebody goes live, I'm sharing it in the group and share it. I'm like, go here, go there, come hang out here.
Let me use this person for example, and I don't even know. Keep the change, right? So now Keep the Change, he's in the chat, he's a mod. As a mod, this is what it gives you the ability to do. While you're sitting here watching this channel, everybody that you see commenting, click on their channel, watch one of these shorts real quick, send a like, send a comment out, and come back.
Yep.
So how I can't tell how many. I'm up here. I can't tell how many's in the chat. But however many's in the chat, that's how many comments I'm leaving while I'm in somebody's chat.
183 is what the StreamYard says.
So it's 183 in here.
Yeah.
That means possibly you could gain at least 100 subs just from this live.
That would be amazing.
Sorry I missed your live, Fish. I want to catch one of them eventually.
Now watch this. Look. All the people who don't have a wrench, right? If you don't have a wrench, no problem. The names that are kind of unique, hurry up and type those names in. Go to their
and go find them. Yeah, that's what I did.
Because, you know,
that's what I did.
Like I'm gonna tell you, like Fish. There's no way you're gonna be able to find Fish page.
No,
just type it in Fish.
Dude, mofos have a hard time finding my channel. Mofos have a hard time finding.
Decapitator of Trolls. That's a unique name. Chances are, if you type that in, you gonna find this page. I'm telling you, if I'm not, I'm letting y'all know what I do. This is what I do.
Dude, Fish is my boy, and I can't find his channel half the time. I have to go to my subscribe to find it. If I just type it in, it's like, no who.
I look at it as the reason why people go to conventions, the reason why people go to concerts. To me, some might say, well, I go because that's my favorite artist. No, I go to those things to network. I'm a business. I'm not going nowhere unless I'm able to benefit my business.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Listen, one thing y'all not going to do, y'all not going to catch me on everybody's panel. Why? Some people's channel is harmful for business. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to set myself up or them up for that. But if I legitimately see that you are putting in the effort and you are doing something constructive, you're trying to get your channel out of the rut, I will come over there and come assist you. I will come on your panel. At least I'll show my face.
Now, how would their channel be harmful? Like, what should we be looking for?
Okay, so let's go through this. Harmful for your channel. Yes. Let's just say you are let's say you're a fisher. We're gonna use the fishing people in here, right? You're a fisher, right? You go to a channel that everybody is allergic to fish.
Okay.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be watching you. Yeah, they ain't gonna.
Right.
You are a vegan. You go to a channel where all they do is eat meat.
Yeah, no. They ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work.
You are a soccer player. You go to a channel where they play baseball.
Right.
Stay in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
Like the reason why I'm outside of the scope, you gotta stay in your lane though. You have to sit down and put yourself in a position where whoever you're around can grow from you. Like if I came to any show, if I come to a show and I can't get at least 50 in the sheet, 50 on the show along with me, then I feel I failed as a promoter. I feel I failed. If I can't get 30 to 40 people to follow me when I'm about to go do a show and I got 3,000, 4,000 subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
I might not be as good as everyone think I am. Check Hustle. Any one of y'all ever invite Hustle Man to your show and he comes to your show? Watch the crowd that come with him, because he has when you build an entire sector, the sector over there, the Jedi's.
I want to have him on. I want to have him over
Unheard of.
here. Like I want to interview him. I want to be like, "What's your story, dude? Tell me what's up." You hear me,
Right.
Hustle Man? I'm gonna make a car.
Yeah, I would love to have Hustle Man on our show. I would love for him to come up here and tell his story and stuff like that. I'd love for everybody to hear it.
You know, Vinny added him to the Sparks tapes. Did you catch that? It's like episode.
Yes, I did.
Did you catch that? He's standing there with Stash and Pop in the episode, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, yes, it was amazing. I loved it.
Right. And then Chip's got his own. He's been introduced to the Sparks tapes as well. We introduced Crystal yesterday.
Crystal became a new character in the Sparks tapes. Now we have Neon Noir coming out.
Again, and this is just for the people. This content is not for everybody. This is just for people who really like their channel might be stuck and they see everybody around them growing and they want to, it's not because you're not doing good content.
Mm-hmm.
It's your consistency is not adding up. So you might drop one video a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're dropping one video a week, but you have loyal, let's just say, let me see in the chat, like Caden, I know I see him all the time.
That's my boy.
The Captain of Trolls, I see him all the time. Like they want to see y'all regularly, once a week. Guess what? They need to find somebody else to watch for the rest of the week.
Yeah, you hear that? You gotta go find some other motherfuckers.
So again, your dedication to your subs is being available.
Mm-hmm.
Their dedication to you is the least that they can do is if they can't come to the show, comment after the live, hit a like button. So again, I look at I'm a numbers hunter. I look at some of these content creators.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't get 10, 20 comments after you drop a show, maybe you're not asking a question after you drop your show. Get into the habit of going, you personally, the content creator, going in your chat and asking a question. What was the best part of the show for you? Hey, what y'all think we should do next go around?
Mm-hmm.
Just ask whatever the question is.
Right.
Who keep the changes, filthy animals?
What's the question?
Hey, anybody?
What's the question, bro? What do you got? What do you got for us, bro?
This 7. I got time.
Today, Junior, we ain't got all day, animal. Let's go. What's the question?
Primo say,
yeah, how much time do you got, Chip?
A music show? That sounds awesome, Primo.
Oh yeah, you got your show. You got your shit dropping. And I'm sorry, excuse me. I didn't get the chance to say it, but Chip's got a magazine. He's dropping it tonight. So
now this is what I'm gonna. Here's another thing. As a content creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to set yourself up to win. So I'm on this live with y'all, and then when y'all say, hey, you got anything to ask the people, so on and so forth, then I would say, yeah, I got a live coming up about 8 o'clock.
Right.
Y'all come check out the very first issue of Are You Locked In magazine. The reason why you would want to go and check it out, because I'm not biased. I am going to interview and showcase anyone's channel that really wants to get after it. Either you are a content creator or you're a content creator in training. You still will be featured in the magazine. I'm gonna drop a magazine a new issue every week.
Now I'm just supposed to go live every day at 4 o'clock, but I went on vacation for a week, and
life be lifing.
Yeah, it does.
I went live on my channel and fucked around a little bit, but
yeah.
When I go on vacation, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I go on vacation, a lot of times, the family, they be like, man, if you don't get off this is family time. And I understand that. But again, if you're a franchise store and you are a 24-hour establishment,
there's no rest for the wicked.
No, what you need to do is train you some people that can hold the fort down while you're on vacation. You see, content creators, right? You ain't supposed to be super galactic all by yourself. You're supposed to have a great team of other content creators that any given point in time, any one of them could pop the show off.
Speaking of which,
all can get our time back.
I got a shout out. Shout out to the Pizzaverse, the best team a gal could have. Shout out Pizzaverse. Straight up.
Absolutely.
Okay. Caden said he got trolls that follow him. So in return, he'd be scared to share out live because I don't want the trolls coming to listen. And I'll be 100% honest with you, Caden. In those circumstances, right? When prime example, y'all always hear me say I have other channels that's monetized. I don't share those channels to y'all because I know what's involved in those channels. Those channels is, you gotta have crocodile skin to be over there. You constantly going back and forth with trolls. I'm not looking for branding, pushing my brand on those shows. That's just straight recreation. That's like going to the gun range. Some people go to the gun range, sharpen their skills, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. When I get on that channel, that's I'm straight shooting. I'm doing everything I just told y'all not to do on those channels. I swear, I am paying every troll some attention. We put them on the screen, they get on the Summer Jam screen, and I'm airing them out verbatim.
Oh yeah, so you mean you do what me and Bambi were doing? Because that's what we would do. Because I turn them into cartoons, loving lunch meat.
Yep. Like example, like this. Hey, Satchio, why you in here typing? Shouldn't you be sucking dick? Why you in here typing, Satchio? You mean like that?
See,
I got you.
Yes. Now on my channel, on the other channel, you got to keep your skills sharp. I get after it, and it helps you deal with trolls.
Mm-hmm.
If you make yourself vulnerable enough to just have a page where you going at it with the trolls. I mean, I seen a few people in on our team take specific lives where they just attack trolls. Hey, have at it. When you branding though, when you handling your brand,
mm-hmm.
It's almost like you have the right to decide who you want to shop at your store and who you don't want to shop at your store.
But Chip, you don't understand. People think they're entitled to talk to you on panel. They think they're entitled to be in your chat room. They're entitled. Don't you know that? It's their right. No, see, I run a dictatorship. My chat, my panel, I do whatever the fuck I want. If I want you in here, you ain't in here. This ain't no democracy. This is a dictatorship over in the Pizzaverse. That's how that works. Other people, they don't handle it that way. I do. But a lot of people think they're entitled to speak to me. They're entitled to come into my chat room and make some stupid ass comment. Like it's their God-given right. No, it's not. I mean, in my opinion, no. Not in Bambi's universe.
Now, when it comes to me, they can make any comment they want, but they can't talk directly to me because, see, words on the internet don't hurt me. I mean, until you show up to my house and show up in my face, you can have a seat in the punk bitch section. Well, that's the way I look at it.
It's not about them hurting me. It's just a matter of it's wasting my time. Do you think I want to sit here and read the gay ass, dumbass? Oh, you killed your husband. You touched your son. Do you think I want to read that?
No, but look who it's coming from. I mean, before they can.
You see how busy I am. I ain't got time.
Right. Exactly. And before they can insult you, they need to be better than you. So always remember that.
Nah, it's just I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time to read that bullshit. I'm busy. I ain't got time.
99% of these trolls are an avatar. I don't know about y'all, right?
But and a big old loser.
I'm not arguing with an avatar. You gotta show you. Listen, we need to talk. I'm not gonna argue with this made up avatar. Let's face to face. We can have at it. We can meet somewhere.
And I ain't arguing with dead celebrities and dead mobsters. I ain't arguing with dead celebrities. I ain't arguing with dead rappers. I ain't arguing with dead mobs. Nah.
How do you deal with it on your channel, Chip?
How do I deal with trolls?
Yeah.
This is what I do, right? Once I told you, I turn my chat off. I let the mods handle it. I focus on whoever I'm interviewing.
Mm-hmm.
And or whoever's on the panel with me, or whatever the message that I'm trying to get out. Now, if I see somebody going crazy,
mm-hmm.
then what I'll do is I'll say, you know what, listen, I've been up here for XYZ amount of time. Hopefully I was able to teach y'all something new. Listen, y'all definitely tune in. I'm about to go to my other channel so we can have some fun. Follow me over there. And then I take them over to my shooting channel. And then
there you
go. I have at it.
And be like, come on over, we'll talk that shit. Let's do this. Yeah.
You know what?
Absolutely.
I want to make another channel just for that. So we can have complete shit shows. We can have complete shit shows on that other channel.
Right.
That way I can separate this channel and they can have their fun over there and I can have my fun dragging the ass.
There you go. That works.
It keeps you sharp, but it's nothing like it's nothing better than grabbing one of them people that's typing real heavy. I love when they type in capital letters too. Type real talk to me.
When they type in all caps. Like what you yelling at?
Oh man, when I get him
You know what I like to do? Motherfuckers think it's cute to play on the phone and play on the phone and play little games. So what I like to do is I like to post their VIN numbers to their vehicles. Let them know that, guess what, cocksucker, I know who you are. I know where you sleep. I know everything about you. Keep your shit up. And I'll post more. I'll let everybody know who you are. You want to play on the phone, and we can play on the phone. We can do this. And then I usually call them back and tell them to go kill themselves. So, I mean, usually that's how I handle it.
Now we do have episodes where, it's called, when you get caught slipping, like when you catch some of these trolls.
Oh, I like
in
that.
real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you just summer jam screen the experience.
Christopher, don't I have a second channel? Don't I have a second channel?
I put up on a bit on the sex trafficker, right? I put flyers up from Iowa all the way to Illinois.
She did.
The sex trafficker all the way. I was live the whole goddamn time I'm live on this whole trip. And so I get there the whole time. She knows that I'm there, right? She's had hours, half an hour, plenty of time to call the cops, plenty of time to make a plan, plenty of time, right? So I pull up and I'm even out there doing an advertisement, right? In her front lawn, like doing a whole little advertisement spoof on. And so this was like 3 years, like almost 3 years ago. Bitch is still crying about the thing. I'm so scared. I'm so scared of Bambi. But yet I'm going to keep talking shit. What, you don't think I won't drive 6 hours again? Same with you, junkies. You don't think I won't drive to Missouri? Which is like right there? I mean, seriously? I'm the queen of pulling up. You don't think I won't? I mean, that's what's stupid about it. It's like, I will like pull up. I will catch one of them sleeping. And then
so
it's going to be real funny.
Not to change the subject, but I got a question for Chip. How old were you? So you went to Rikers Island when you were 15. Jesus, that's horrible. How old were you when you went to like federal prison?
The feds. I was 18.
18. How old were you when you finally got out?
I got out when I was 18, and in book 2, so this let me let y'all
let me ask you a better question. Where did you get transferred to once your ass turned 18? What did they transfer you to?
Okay, so I fought my case on the island for 2 years before I went and you'll see, those that get the book or have the book, they'll understand that when basically the individual who robbed my sisters, I didn't know all that entire time he was under federal protection. He was an informant. So when I robbed him, allegedly, when I caught him, the day that I caught him, I got alleged. I don't even know if I can say this. The money wasn't adding up. They had money that they already had. They had marked bills.
Yeah, because they keep track of all that shit. All of it.
I caught them allegedly for $250,000.
So basically, you robbed the feds. You basically robbed the feds. Basically, is what they were saying.
Allegedly,
that you allegedly, instead of robbing him, you allegedly robbed the FBI because it was their money.
When the officers caught me and they turned the money into evidence, they only turned in $5,000. So the majority of my time on the island, they was trying to press me in my coat to find out where the other $245,000 was at.
Oh my gosh! So how did you learn? I mean, we got a question from the chat. It says, "Where did Chip learn about business?" Great question, Primo.
Okay, cool. when I came home, when I came home, when I came home, mind you, and again, let me. So allegedly, when I went in, I was still, new to the sex game. I was, I was a baby. I was only 15.
You were a
So when I
baby,
came
yeah.
home, when I came home, I decided, hey, I was like a wild animal. I was I stole my royal oak,
You were
anyway.
sewing some shit.
I'm living it up. Yeah, of course.
Of
Well,
course. I mean,
when
you were a
you
child when you went in there.
You know what? It's okay. I partied when I was, it's all right. It's all good. We've all done that.
Settling down and all that other stuff. It's like one thing I always told myself, and maybe it was a dream, whatever, that anybody who had my child, that's who I was gonna marry. And that's why I wouldn't just sleep with any old person. You had to be wife material for me personally. Now everybody around the way they thought otherwise because they see me with a lot of females,
Right.
But
you got morals. I mean, you got the old standard or morals, and I'm guessing you got that from your grandmother and your mom, right? The old standard. Yeah. You don't sleep with somebody unless you marry them. You don't, yeah.
Allegedly. Now.
Allegedly, yeah.
One of my first financial coaches, right? When I came home, I had caught after I came when I came home, I got violated. I caught a work release violation. And I'll explain that to y'all when I do my show. I'll explain the work release violation to y'all. One of the laws in New York is if you make more money than your parole officer, that is against the law. That is a violation. 3 violations, they violate you, and you gotta go finish doing the rest of your bid. So that was one. I came home and my mother helped me get a job at an ophthalmology office, and I was making good amount of money, and they told me I had to quit that job because I made more money than my parole officer.
Not to bring up something I don't know, emotional or sentimental or painful, but as I've been putting your story together, I've noticed like your mom seemed to have been a huge staple pillar in creating your character and who you are and who you became and who you are in life. I see that theme throughout like every video I put together. It's things your mom has done to you to shape you into being the person you are, and I really see that in your book. So you definitely did your mom proud. I will tell you that book, you did your mother proud. If you're wondering, you did. As a mom, you did your mom proud. Because I definitely see it in everything.
Appreciate it. She was extremely militant. One of the philosophies that she had, anytime we moved, whatever block we moved on, she would open up the window and shoot 3 shots out the front window, and then have us walk downstairs and stand in front of the building to let everybody know that we're not playing no type of game.
Yeah, she didn't seem like she effed around. Like she didn't seem, she did. I mean, honestly, like she seemed like a disciplinarian. She didn't fuck around, but yet she taught you value, morals, important things, lessons. Like normal moms should.
Kaden said, when I got out, was it hard to stay on the straight? And okay, for me, yeah, yes and no. So when I first got out, I was like, yo, I'm doing everything legitly. That's why trying to work at the ophthalmology office. It's the laws that they put in place for individuals just coming home is really it's a setup process. So you made me quit a job because I was making more than my parole officer, and then one of the other jobs that I had was twisting some pamphlets and putting them in a plastic sleeve, and they was paying me like 2 cents per thing that shit. I quit.
Hold on. So your probation officer made you quit because you made more money than him? Are you fucking serious?
That is a state law. Look it up in New York.
Really?
On parole. Especially if you do Fed
I didn't know
time,
that.
you come home from the Fed. You come home from the Fed. If you come home from federal,
that is crazy.
Why? Why is that? I mean, don't they want you to do good? I mean, you think a motherfucker would want you to succeed and make money and pay off your court fees?
They set him up to fail. They set him up to fail.
That's crazy.
Not only that,
hello, Elena.
Definitely, Elena, salute. You know, also I had, I came home to a nice vehicle. No.
That's a big
when
no-no
I went to
too?
go see my parole officer, I had to park my vehicle blocks and blocks away and act like I took the bus there.
That's some bullshit.
Wow.
Listen, you cannot, you better not floss, because mind you, in their mindset, it's like he just coming home. How? Oh, maybe he still got some of that money that we ain't never found.
Oh yeah, because of the whole
So
I forgot. Yeah,
every little thing was a violation. 3 violations. I had to go back and finish.
Well, the statute of limitations on theft is only 7 years, but if they can prove you bought things with the stolen money, they can pop you for like stolen goods. Like if you may think you skate after 7 years, like, oh, I get to go out and balls deep and spend the money. No, you go out and buy a speaker. Oh, you just purchased item with stolen property. You just and then they'll nail you with that. So you're never really in the clear when it comes to robbery, because like motherfuckers think 7 years you're free to spend the money. Yeah, go spend the money, and then they're gonna pop you with everything that you fucking bought as stolen, bought with stolen goods, bought with stolen money. Then they pop you.
I'll give y'all another story real quick, right? And again, this is for the youths. This is for the young individuals who are emulating the rappers or rap songs or so on and so forth. So when I first came home, right, it was a Thursday. Right? I came home that Thursday. They give you a couple dollars. You're able to catch the bus home. Blah blah blah. Roll the bus down. Get home. My mother and them, people on the block. Oh, Chip home. Da da. We played cards. We ate.
Yeah.
10 o'clock. Mind you, I'm still institutionalized. This is my first day home. So 10 o'clock, I'm ready to lay it down.
Like I'm ready for bed.
Everybody leave out. So I sat on the corner of my bed in my room, right? And my mother walked by maybe like around 12. And she was like, Chip, what's up? You all right? You good? I was like, well, I gotta go to the bathroom. She like, you home now. And it made me, like, now it'll make you kind of tear up, like, damn. I was so institutionalized that even when I got home, 10 o'clock was locked in for me. It was like a wrap. I wouldn't get up to go to the fridge, the bathroom, nothing. It was a wrap. So that morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, I remember getting up, right? I did me some push-ups. Mind you, I still had my state greens, right? I had a regular white, I had a white polo shirt. I went outside, I got to the corner store, and some of my friends, they was up and about. Oh my God, good to see you. Da 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 da. No, like, yo, you still got your state greens? Nah, listen, we're gonna take you shopping, right? What time you gotta see your parole officer? I'm like, listen, I gotta see my parole officer today. I gotta see him today, this afternoon. Well, listen, the store opened up 10 o'clock. We're gonna take you out there, go get whatever you want for the store, and then we'll take you to see the parole officer. I'm like, all right, cool. We're getting the vehicle, da da da. We laughing and joking, da da da. Get get inside the store. They're like, listen, Chip, get whatever you want, man. Just, and I remember, I never forget, right? I came home 2005. Them Grant Hills just came out. Anybody that's a big sneaker fan, they had the Grant Hills that just came out from Fila. A couple Fila suits. I got me some Fila headband. The Grant Hills. 2 pair. Some Fila socks and put it all on the counter, right?
He had it all up there.
So my homie, he's like, yo, you got everything you want? I'm like, yeah. He pulls out a gun and tells the store clerk, listen, this is a robbery. Don't make it a homicide. Go into the bathroom. Lock yourself in. Listen, Chip. He says, Chip, put everything in the bag and passes me a black trash bag. 1, you said my name.
See that coming.
2, I don't got no mask, no nothing, I'm just home. I only been home.
That's fucked.
Oh my God.
So again, young children, understand that sometimes your friends, even though they can mean well, they kind of put you in situations where, now what? So what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to just.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do?
So allegedly, mind you, we went to the store, 4 of us, in a 2-door Honda Coupe. When we came out the store, we all got bags full of hangers popping out the bags. I can't fit in the car to get back to the block. I had to catch the train.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
With the hangers from again.
That's some bullshit right there.
Be careful. Y'all got to be careful who you really have in your circle, especially, they're younger than me. So at the time, I'm looked at as the big homie, per se, allegedly.
Wow.
Let's just say, luckily, I made it to my parole officer and so on and so forth. Things.
Thank God. Right?
Now, but a lesson to be learned.
That is nuts.
Never again.
Never.
Never. No. I was expecting to pick out a wad of cash, and he goes, no. Pulls out a gun, and I'm like,
yeah, I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming out. Wow.
Again, I grew up with wolves. I was trained.
You grew up hard.
I am a retired wolf. Just
good thing you survived. Good thing.
Just because I changed and now living a respectable, law-abiding life, the wolf in me is just dormant. At any given point in time, certain situation, the fangs still can come out and I get in that mode.
Dude,
I do my best,
I know exactly what you mean.
I've seen that with Christopher.
Again, that's why I can't let trolls or anybody get me upset, because if they could get you upset, they could control you.
Oh yeah.
I'm not willing to go back just because.
Nah. I'm too damn old.
I've seen that.
Time. It's like, just because I'm not a criminal anymore and I don't rock with criminals and hang around mobsters and shit, doesn't mean I still don't think like one. Doesn't mean I don't see you motherfuckers coming. And it's so funny because like people take my niceness for, she's about no, you no idea. I have no problem dragging a bitch in a yard, no problem. Because I've not
seen Christopher's wolf come out of him.
Doesn't mean I want to go back. I ain't afraid of jail, but doesn't mean I want to go back. I don't know.
Hopefully I was able to entertain y'all for this hour.
Oh, of course. You gotta get ready for your show.
Of course.
Just for everybody in the chat, please do me a favor. Not me. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with Bambi and Harlow. they, because of the kindness of their heart, they brought my book to life.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Other places that you can see myself or see my team displayed. If anybody ever watched, if you ever watched the Power, the new episodes of Power, Raising Canaan. There's a scene in Raising Canaan, right, where Junebug comes out of the train station. When she comes out of the train station, she's wearing polo from head to toe. She meets with a young, light-skinned male from Brooklyn, and he says, "Yes, I'm a lowlife." That individual, that line,
Thank you, Hustle Man. Love you.
is a depiction of myself and my team members that really put on for the polo culture.
Wow.
And again,
Hustle Man. Much love.
Time and time again, y'all could again Google your best friend. Some of the people they
Yeah, you gotta watch who you surround yourself with. Yeah, that's for sure.
One of these lives, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show some back in the day pics to coincide with the first issue of the book of book 1. I'm gonna show y'all some some of the pictures. I'm talking about we young, so pictures when the tunnel was popping, pictures when New York was New York, when you go to the Q Club, when you had to be somebody to wear jewelry.
I like that.
Just wear jewelry just because.
Oh yeah, him and Christopher need to get together and talk. They would have so much fun.
I'm into that old stuff. I like old New York. I'm always talking about Times Square in the 70s and 80s and like
I'm gonna give y'all a vision. I should have put it in the book, but I'll show y'all. This way.
Yeah.
Y'all can y'all start to see. I'm not gonna name that, but yeah. Bambi Harlow, I really
do your thing. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you
Catch
so
Chip
much.
over at his live. He's going live in like a half an hour, so be sure to go over there and hang out. Me and Harlow is probably going to talk some BS and then close our show because I'm not missing Chips.
Do I know?
That's the deal.
Edwin,
are you locked in, crew? Much love.
Give him the name.
Hope to have you on again sometime, Chip. Sure.
Their next live, whoever y'all interviewing next, right? Everybody who really want to win, bring 2 people with you to that live. Bring 2 guests, like it's a party. Bring 2 guests with you to their next live.
Oh, you ain't gonna want to miss the next live. We're gonna have Stash on. You ain't gonna want to miss it. I got special cards. I got some stuff for him.
Hustle said the next time he goes live, let's pop in his live and we'll set it up for him to come up on the panel.
Yeah, dude, I'll come in. Yeah. If it ain't past my bedtime, I'll be in.
So freaking awesome.
I'm like Chip. Lights out at a certain time.
Thank you so much for coming, Chip. This has been an absolute delight to talk to you, listen to your story, hear your words of wisdom. I wrote a lot of stuff down.
Definitely come back.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to have you on the show again, where we can just chop it up again and have a good time and have fun. And I can't wait to watch your magazine. That is going to be so awesome.
I can't wait. I'm excited. It's been a crazy day for me, actually. So I'm working on cartoons, right?
Yep.
Working on stuff that we worked on. I'm working on our newest project that all of us are writing, the Neon Noir book that we're writing.
Neon Noir.
Go ahead, Chip. Come on, Chip's got something. Go ahead.
Yeah. Y'all just please slap the like button, leave a comment. Do me a favor, comment your favorite part of the live for them. Let them know the favorite part of this video that y'all like. Other than that, y'all be the best you that you could possibly be. And I catch each and every single one of y'all at the top.
Yes, see you soon.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Harlow, baby, your shirt is on the way. Harlow.
I know, Monday. I can't wait.
So I could get you get the shirts out to you.
Okay.
Cannot wait. I'm gonna pimp that shit out on Monday. You bet.
Gotcha.
I know, right? I know.
Anything else before I run? Let me see.
No, sir. You go get ready for your live. I'll see you over there shortly.
Absolutely.
We're gonna close up our stuff, and I will see you soon.
Thank you so much.
No
that
problem.
right there. That's common.
Isn't that awesome? Pizza versus rocks. Don't forget the Gilded Syndicate, Hustle Man. Gilded Syndicate rocks too. Thank you so much, Chip, for coming. That was an amazing interview. I knew it was going to be an amazing interview. That's why I had pad and paper ready, because that man is just full of knowledge and full of some of the greatest stuff. You can learn so much from him. And trust me, when Chip talks, you want to listen. As for us, we are working on a book together that we are turning into a series, a weekly series. It's coming out. It's going to be Mob Mondays with Neon, Noir, and The Reign of Harlow Blonde. It is a very dark series. It's not anything like a superhero style. This is a very dark series. We are all villains and everybody's in it. Like, we're even writing people in it from the chat, and it is very dark. People are going to be dying. People are going to be tripping out.
You know what tripped me out? What was it? Episode 1. So we start writing, right? It was you, me, Goku, Trock, and fucking Vinny. That fucking Vinny. Episode 1, he put stash in it, and I'm like,
Vinny put stash in it. But what's tripping me out?
Harlow. I'm like, what's tripping me out?
Why is he? You guys, what's tripping me out is he's got Trock cheating on me. He's got Trock cheating on me, and apparently I'm gonna have to cut him up. I'm gonna have to cut him up.
I'm a corrupt FBI agent, and
Bambi's corrupted, and I paid her off and shoot. And get this, you guys, I freaking killed my husband's, right? But I own a crematorium, so the people that I have to whack, they get cremated. Oh God, I shouldn't tell nobody that, right? Should we play like one of the episodes?
I don't know. Do you guys want to see episode 1? It gets really good. I mean, I'm all stoked. And here's what we're thinking too. As we play each episode, we're gonna discuss it. Like, what do you think is gonna happen to the character in the next episode?
Right. Right.
We're also, it's gonna be like a choose your own adventure book. Remember those as kids, where you got to kind of like pick out what you wanted to do? Right. In other words, if you want to see a character in the story, or if you want something to happen, maybe to a character within reason,
yes,
let us know in the chat.
We are all villains in this story.
Just know
there's no like, oh, superhero this. No, we're villains. No,
I'm a fucking, I think Caden's not a villain yet, but I'm gonna work on changing that shit, because I was already talking to Vinny. I'm like, how are we gonna handle this bitch Caden? Because he's gonna bust my character. I'm an FBI agent. He's an FBI agent. Pulling my fucking phone records off in my business. Fucking bust me. I gotta handle this bitch. I'm like, how do we handle this bitch?
Ashes to ashes, bitch. You want to talk shit?
No, Harlow.
What?
Bitch. Let's kill the Fed, so the other Fed and you go to prison like right away. Let's just end the story.
I already went to prison, and then the story, and I got out. I went to jail.
You cannot kill an FBI agent and get away with it. You cannot.
You can if there ain't no body, there's no crime, no face, no case.
How you gonna explain it? Fucking Hoover's gonna be like, "Where's Agent Caden?" They're like, I don't know. That motherfucker hasn't shut up for working days.
Vinny's the one that took it all dark and stuff. I I did not tell Vinny to go dark with it, but Vinny went dark with about. I mean, we're even talking about like harvesting organs and what the fuck. But anyway,
Hey, you gotta make that money. Hey. You want to be a big old fucking mob boss? You want to be a big old fucking mobster? There's big money in organ harvesting, by the way. It's big business. A lot of money in that. So you want to be a big
Neon
mobster?
Noir,
You
you
gotta
guys. Neon Noir.
you know, being
Let's
a
play
fucking
the first
mobster
one.
ain't so fucking glamorous, is it, Harlow? Vinny's showing you that
Yeah,
being a
but I ain't
mobster
getting
ain't so
no blood on
glamorous.
my hands because I
Shit.
wear black leather
Yeah.
gloves. So, man, whatever.
I myself, as we write it together, all of us writing it, I myself am curious to see how this is gonna. This is like
I know, right?
the way I was mean Goku were talking earlier was
Vinny doesn't hate
this
you,
is
Katie.
like a mafia soap opera, sort of.
Yes, it's like a
It's like a
mafia
mafia
soap opera.
And
But
just
so
know, all of you
Mondays,
in chat, my friends,
yeah, yep, we're putting everybody in it,
I just want to warn all of you, and you've been warned before.
and most of you are
Some of
gonna
you
die.
newbies that don't, that may not know me very well and know what I do. You are all a target. You are all a victim. You will all be
Everybody can
portrayed
get
in
it.
one of my stories at some point of something you may not necessarily be. Like I may portray you as a mobster. I may
Everybody's gonna
portray
end
you
up
as
in
a
my
superhero.
crematorium at one time or another.
I mean, I may portray you taking on Supreme in a kazoo match. You just don't know.
You know what?
You
I
just
know for a fact I'm gonna kill Paula. I'm gonna talk to Vinny about that. I'm gonna kill Paula and put her in my crematorium.
You're gonna add the cunt club into the fucking mob story?
Hell
We can
yes.
work on chapters on that.
Hell
Man.
yes.
Honestly,
Freaking kill them.
I'd rather
They
not
can
give
be
them
some of
any
our
credit.
hoes in the
Listen,
no, they can
I'd
be the
rather
hoes
not
in my
give them
in my
anything.
we can put them in the club, in the strip club that I own. They can step out of line and they can get whacked, and then we can put them in the crematorium.
You know, do you know that Vinny and Kaden get in a fight like every morning? Every morning they get in a fight.
Vinny's
noticed
all
that?
right. Vinny's just got a
Every
short
morning.
temper.
Every morning, Vinny and fucking Kaden get in a fight. Vinny's like,
Katie, why
okay,
you fighting
he's
with
like,
Vinny?
okay, douchebags, get up. It's time to go to fucking work. Let's do this. And then Kaden's like, fuck you, Vinny. Suck my dick. Every fucking morning, him and Vinny are
Vinny
going at it.
he just got a short temper. He all good though.
No, you know, he's from fucking,
He's short tempered. He's short tempered.
he's from fucking Long Island. What do you expect? They're all
I
like that.
mean,
They're all
right?
crazy. All those guys in Long
I
Island are
wonder if
fucking
he's any relation to freaking Nick. Nick's from Long Island. That was a joke.
Did you really want me to get into that story? Did you
No,
really want me to do this? Because I will.
no.
I will. And you are a witness. Caden's a witness. Chris Trock is a witness to a
Okay,
very epic
it is not.
phone call I had. Had a very
Nuh-uh.
epic phone call. Very epic phone call.
No,
But you know, I'm not Vincent Palermo's niece. No, not at all. No, not at all.
That's all right.
I
Vinny's
mean,
all
you
right.
know, no.
He's all right. Okay,
We'll
so
we'll leave that one alone for right now. Maybe someday we'll leave that one.
all right, let's
Okay, so
play
here
it.
it is. Here's the
First
episode.
episode is
Sorry.
the pilot. It's called Velvet Vice.
All you motherfuckers
Hope
are
you like
all
it.
excited. Well, this is the pilot episode, so I don't want no bullshit from any of you clowns. No bullshit. Here we go. Fucking giving me bullshit. It's the
The
first
velvet lounge pulsed with bass-heavy music, its neon lights washing over the writhing bodies on the dance floor. Smoke curled from ashtrays, and the air reeked of sweat, perfume, and secrets. Harlow Blonde sat in her private booth, cigarette perched between her fingers, her eyes sharp beneath the low brim of her black fedora. She'd built this empire from nothing, a few dirty deals, a lot of charm, and the willingness to do what others wouldn't. The club wasn't just a front for the showgirls and dancers, it was her palace, her throne, and every player in the city knew it. Trock slid into the booth beside her, his tailored suit rumpled, a smirk tugging at the corner of his
Look at this
mouth.
swarmy motherfucker
You're
right here.
holding court
Look at
early
this
tonight,
bastard.
babe.
Blonde and fucking
Harlow glanced
perfect
at him,
hair.
her
Look at
lips
this guy.
curving in a cold smile. Every night's an opportunity to remind them who's in charge. He poured himself a drink from the crystal decanter, the amber liquid catching the flicker of neon lights.
He's all delighted. He's like,
Word
"Ooh,
on
look
the
at the
street is
booze."
Goku sniffing around again. You want me to handle it? Her nails clicked against her glass as she swirled her bourbon. No, let him sniff. Goku doesn't move without a reason, and when he does, I'll be ready. Trock leaned in closer, his voice dropping. You think he's behind the missing shipments at the docks? Harlow's eyes glinted. I know he is, but he's not dumb enough to make the first move. Not yet. A silence settled between them, broken only by the bass thudding through the walls. Then Stash Cash, one of Harlow's trusted enforcers, appeared at the
Fucking
edge of the
Stash.
booth, his expression tight.
Stash.
Boss,
I
he
got
said
my
low.
reasons for
There's
saying
a
that because I know
problem.
what happens in a
Tanya's
couple
missing.
of the stories. Fucking Stash.
Harlow's brow lifted.
Fucking bastard.
Missing or just hiding? Stash shifted uncomfortably. Nobody's seen her since last night. Word is she was last spotted with Goku's crew.
I'm not
Harlow's
fucking ratting on
pulse
people.
quickened,
Fucking
though her
Stash
face
telling on
remained
people.
calm.
Fucking
Find
Stash.
her, she said
He's
coolly,
gonna burst
and
everybody's
make
bubble.
sure she remembers who she
I think
works
he's
for.
gonna rat me out and put me in jail.
As Stash disappeared into the
Right?
smoky haze, Trock shot Harlow a wary glance. You think she flipped? Harlow downed the rest of her drink and crushed her cigarette into the ashtray. If she has, she'll regret it. She rose from the booth, her heels clicking sharply against the floor. The night was just beginning, and so was the dance of shadows.
So, that was
It
episode
only
1.
gets
What do you guys
crazier
think?
from there. It only gets crazier,
yeah.
y'all.
Oh, it does. Oh, like
Money, mausoleums, affairs, explosions, gunshots, death. It's nuts. It's
like I
nuts.
was.
Vinny,
What was it?
when
Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday when we were all sitting together and we continued to write? And then Vinny's like, Stash Cash does this. And I'm just like, what? No, Stash, don't do that to
what?
Vinny.
Yeah, and he like
No.
argued with us. He's like,
I'm
he's
like,
doing
no,
it. I don't
Vinny.
care. It's good.
I'm
It's
like,
what's good.
no.
It's what people want. I'm
I'm
like,
like,
all right,
no. I
shit.
was so disappointed.
Well, I mean, he's the
no, not my voice,
professional
Stash.
writer. Shit.
It's like, not my voice, Stash. She's like, no. Damn it.
Like, he's writing the shit. Like, he's writing
Damn
it with
Vinny.
us. Like, we're telling him, like, what
Yeah.
we want. But he's putting it together with us. And, like,
And he's doing a great job. I mean,
he's
like,
doing a great job. Of course, it's what
surprising
he
the fuck out of
does. What
me.
the fuck? But I mean, this stuff is it's just gonna get juicy. Like, this stuff is gonna be like, it's gonna have to be like 18 and over, because it's gonna get that juicy.
Well, then, like, today, Goku and I ran some ideas. We hit up Vinny and ran some ideas to him, and he thought they were pretty good. So, in the further episodes, as we get further along, they'll be incorporated in. And fucking Goku was like, we should just write the whole damn series and then release it in one long movie. And I'm like, motherfucker, do you realize how long that would take me? It'd be like 100 videos. Like, say we have 100 chapters, because this thing could go on for a while. 100 chapters. That's 100 separate videos that I have to make separately and then splice into one big long. Nah. Fuck you, Goku. You do it. That's
okay. So the next episode of Neon Noir is Monday at 4. We premiere it, and then we talk about it. We talk about what do you think is going to happen next, and we talk about the show. That's Mob Mondays, and it's going to have its own playlist, because this is going to go on and on and on until everybody's dead or whatever.
You guys know me. I gotta, I'm from the mob community, like the mafia community. Like, I'm a mobologist. So it's like, you know me. I gotta have my mob fix.
She's got to have a fix, you guys. She has to.
Gotta have my mob Mondays. Got to.
She has to have that fix.
Yes.
You know what? And I'm loving every bit of it. I'm loving all of it. And I don't know anything about the mob. I'm just having a great time.
I think it's great. I think the story's coming along nicely. I think
I
the
think
episodes
it's
are
just
coming along
yeah,
good.
yeah,
I'm already up to creating visually episode 4, but we're in chat on to chapter 11, like
yeah,
wise writing.
yeah,
Just video wise, we're up to chapter like video like 4. Video
yeah.
4 came out epic. Like I was making the video as I'm talking to Goku, right? And I'm
Mhm.
like, damn, fucking Vinny made your girl look sexy as fuck. Like the way he described it. I'm just like, damn, Goku, damn. And then I started like doing the animation, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna make her. She's gonna look like this. I was like, she's gonna look sexy as fuck. Like you gonna be alone. And he saw it, and he was like, holy shit. I was like, yeah, that's what we got going on.
Exactly.
It's like I
I
don't
think
even know.
I
I
think
don't
it's
even
gonna be
know
so
what
good,
we're.
y'all.
And then we got Harlow. Her answer to every character's problem is kill him, crematorium. And I'm like,
Cream
no, Harlow, we can't
ashes to
kill all
ashes.
the main. Can't kill all the main characters. You kill the story. You can't do that. You gotta think of this like Days of Our Lives. If you went and shot like Bo Brady, there went the fucking show. Oh, Patch is getting hit next. Stephanie's next. I mean, there goes the show. No
Yeah,
more
but we
fucking
can
Days of
bring
Our
him
Lives.
back from the light. We can bring him back from the dead. What the fuck?
No,
The sky's the limit.
none of that gay. None of that gay. Oh, they think they're dead. You weren't really dead, but no, we ain't doing none of that bullshit.
They went into the
Or
witness
any of that.
protection program.
Yeah, it was
Holy
all a
shit.
dream. I was a member of the NSA. I was undercover. You couldn't have known. They had to fake my death. Shut up. No, that ain't believable. I got abducted by
She needs
aliens for
mom
9 months.
rehab. What
Shut
the?
up, bitch,
But
please.
you know what?
No.
It is so good though, y'all. Like I think we should make my when I want somebody dead. I think that I think my signature thing should be like give him a good dusting.
Okay,
I'd be like
so
stash, give him a dusting.
little
Ashes to
update.
ashes, dust them to ashes. Yes.
As you know, the Pizzaverse community, my chat, my supporters, my people, you're now our people. I'm only going to be focused on this show with Harlow and going live with Harlow. I might go live on my channel here and there and bullshit and tell you what's going on, update this show, be like, hey, this is what's going on, but as for like me going live on a daily basis like we used to, no, I'm focused on doing interviews and taking like what I want to do in a separate direction than what I was doing.
Absolutely. And growing.
I'm enjoying like producing and co-hosting and my talent being
Well, not
used.
only that, your talents are being used. You're making money off your talents. You know what? You have flourished so
I mean,
much. And I
I'm a lot
think
happier.
you know what? And
I'm
it's
a lot
like this.
happier.
Okay, it's like this. There's the Pizzaverse in relation and in partnership with the Gilded Syndicate. That's how we can say it.
Pizzaverse ain't
And
going anywhere, and I will always be
Pizzaverse is in
Pizzaverse.
partnership with the Gilded
Ain't going
Syndicate,
anywhere.
and like Chip said, we're all under one umbrella, and I think that's amazing.
So yeah, that's what's going on, and I've been working on kind of a side project for all my mob friends. I've been talking to my Uncle Vinny. I've been talking to
Not the Vinny that we're talking about. Her Uncle Vinny is not the Vinny we're talking about helping us write the book. That's a different Vinny.
No, not the one helping us write the book. No, I've been talking to my Uncle Vinny. I've been talking to some other people I know in Chicago, some other people on the phone, and they're gonna start telling me stories. They're gonna start telling me stories, personal stories. In certain name stories nobody knows except the people that were there. And I'm gonna start making videos about them, about the stories. Absolutely. Whether they be animated, whether they be real life version. I'm gonna start taking these lesser known mob stories from people that I know, and I'm gonna start turning them into videos, and so you guys can learn a little bit of history and things you may not know Primo's probably gonna know the shit because he was fucking there, but like, the rest of you probably not. So I'm looking forward to that. My uncle's been telling me some interesting stories, as some of you guys have heard, because I played little snippets of things.
Now, are these stories that are going to be turned into like some of your work, or what?
I'm gonna take the stories, and I'm going to make them into like either a semi-realistic cartoon, like I do with the mob story that we're doing now, or I might do it in realistic, with human figures telling the story, like acting out the story and the scenes. But it's going to be in a video form. It won't be any panel guests because these people will never, ever speak publicly. Ever. So I'm basically telling the story. They're basically, I'm going to be telling the story. They're using me to tell the story, basically. If that makes sense. Like, I'll be telling the story through me. Not my voice, but like I'll probably use Ray Liotta's voice to tell the story or something.
Ray Liotta, okay.
I'll figure it out.
Well, that's cool.
Know, but, because you've heard some of the conversations. Like, you've heard some of them, like things some characters you've never even heard of. You don't even fucking know. Like, I knew who he was talking about. You, not so much. Like some of the Mad Sam DeStefano stories he was telling me, I was just like, damn. It's just, damn.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty interesting stuff. I mean, so I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, it's going to be kind of a slow process, and it may not be something I do right away. But just know I do got some side projects. I mean, because I'm so busy. I mean, literally, like every time Harlow hits me up, it's like, oh, I'm just working. I'm like working on 24/7. Because when I'm not working on like videos that people have hired me for, I'm working on my actual job. And then when I'm not doing my actual job or my videos, I'm being a mom and, being a productive member of society, shit like that. So.
Right. And that's like full-time job. Being a mom is a
lucky.
job.
It would be if my kids were little, but like my youngest kid is like 15. The hardest thing I have to do is, he'll be like, hey, what's for dinner? Okay. I mean, he's at that age where his friends, video games, learning who he is at that stage where mom ain't that fucking important anymore. I'm at that stage, so low maintenance. I'm at that low maintenance stage of parenthood. If that makes sense.
As for tomorrow, you guys, just to let everybody know, Sisters with Grief will be at 6:00 tomorrow, 6 p.m. Instead of 3 at a later time. Sorry about that. I know it's usually at 3, but I had to do it at a later time. I have an appointment that I have to be at.
Yes.
So, and then Friday, we have the one and only Stash Cash on the Gossip Brew.
I hope you're listening, Stash, because I got some shit for you on Friday, son. I hope you're listening. Because we're going to chat it up. We're going to chat. Fucking Stash the other day was like, I'm nervous about coming on your show. I'm like,
no, he shouldn't be nervous. He can't be nervous.
What, and Stash, what are you talking about nervous? You know I got a crush on you. What the fuck you on about?
I tell you what, he's extremely talented. And maybe we can get him to drop some beats on us and
maybe
talk about.
Dude, I told him to bring his boy Pop. I said, bring that motherfucker Pop, and he don't want to come on panel. You tell him be in the chat because I got something for his ass too. You better be in the fucking chat. I got something for both those motherfuckers.
He is so much fun, you guys, to watch. Stash Cash. I was watching him the other day, and they were doing karaoke, right? And if you messed up the song, okay, so like you sing the song, like you do karaoke.
Shout out to the Vibe crew. Shout out.
But if you mess it up, then you got to do 20 push-ups.
No. One old boy had to do 50 push-ups.
No, he did 50.
White boy. He let the skinny white boy do 20 because he was like a skinny white guy. I mean,
the guy that did 50, the one that did 50 was just showing off, and then Stash, he had to do 50 push-ups, and then he did 51 just to, but the girl, her name is Rain.
Oh, you're talking about last week. Okay, I missed it the other day. Okay, never mind. I was talking about the other one. Never mind.
Rain sang Whitney Houston. And oh my gosh, the girl is blessed. Let me tell you, she knocked it out of the park.
Like, they got some real talent that comes on that show. I mean, real fucking talent, and it's I like it. It's impressive. Real talent. I mean, the rappers that come on are great. Singers are dope.
Yeah,
it's a great thing they got going on over there at the Vibe. So shout out to my Vibe crew. Shout out, fellas.
Shout out Vibe crew. Yes. Shout out to Hustle Man. I can't wait to get you on panel, Hustle Man. I cannot wait to get you locked down to come on up here,
okay,
Hustle
girl.
Man.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Oh, it is 8 o'clock. We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go. Everybody go over to Chips. Go to Chips. Asses over there. Tell them my apologies. We're late. Much love, guys. Go over to Chips. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for tuning in. We out.
We're out, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Much love.
Well, I'ma tell you like this. I am not the one, little son. Better run with a gun. I'ma tell you like this. Fuck you and fuck where you from. Gotta say the word once and it's done. I'ma tell you like this. We can get the crackin', little bitch. Boy, quit without an attitude, sis. I'ma tell you like this. Better man up, lil' jit. Let me know if it's a problem, it's lit. Still a big talk, cause I got the biggest follow through. I follow money, you tryna get hoes to follow you. I am mad at you. How you hung around me and your dumb ass never learned how to keep it G. God damn it, sickening. Hope you listening. Post how you the realest, but you know it's different. Say you got them dividends, talking about them Benjamins. I ain't even gonna violate and talk about what I learned, but keep my name out your bitch ass mouth. Sure, there's other ways you can get that clout. You can dick ride like you do behind the scenes, cause you be switching sides like you LGBT, but I know that boy's around. I know he gon' keep talking. I wasn't raised like that, but now I'm come around them types often. Tell you like this, that, for love where you at. You know we can get the shit poppin'. Tell you like this, that, for love where you at. You know we can get the shit. Bro, I'ma tell you like this. I am not the one, little son. Better run with a gun. I'ma tell you like this. Fuck you and fuck where you from. Gotta say the word once and it's done. I'ma tell you like this. We can get the crackin', little bitch. Boy, quit without an attitude, sis. I'ma tell you like this. Better man up, lil' jit. Let me know if it's a problem, it's lit. I got a couple reasons, some of these dudes is turning to haters. I'm a motherfucking reminder how they can never make it. I'm up in this shit and I never needed no one. I'm a business bitch, you gotta pay me to show up. I got that energy, you know that energy, that BDE shit. That I don't really know why that bitch intimidate me shit. That you can't lease this wavy baby make you seasick. That killing you with everything I do, bitch, rest in pieces. You fucking buffoon, thinking you fucking with me. It's ironic, I'm a CEO and don't need company. Look, I'm up in these prices so dummies don't come to me. Asking me to give them verses and they wanna come for me. You a whole asshole if you a dude and hate bitches, but your eyes light up when a dude's name's mentioned. Bro, compliment a woman, then you tell him stop simping. Bro, you got vagina envy, tell your homie to stick the tip in. You sus in the comments, you sus in real life. Imagine making fake pages just to speak your own mind. God damn, that must suck, you hate yourself and know why. Seek help, little bitch, before you take your own life. Shit, bro, I'ma tell you like this. I am not the one, little son. Better run with a gun. I'ma tell you like this. Fuck you and fuck where you from. Gotta say the word once and it's done. I'ma tell you like this. We can get it crackin', little bitch. Boy, quit without an attitude, sis. I'ma tell you like this. Better man up, lil' jit. Let me know if it's a problem, it's lit.